Have you ever wanted to watch a movie about the baddest bitch in all of Dreamworks animation? Do you want to see her literally give fellatio to one of the main characters in this PG film? Do you want to know how old she is? If so, The Road to El Dorado is the movie for you. This Rule 34 inspired film has just recently been added to Netflix, so if you and your family are looking for a cute little movie sprinkled, or rather buried in sexual undertones, you can watch it there. By the way, I'm a very new YouTuber, so please subscribe if you enjoy. Thank you. Before we do a frame-by-frame analysis of this head-giving in the movie, let's start with a quick summary. So, two pale Spaniards named Miguel and Tulio, who've both attended Hustlers University, get chased out of town and escape to the ferocious sea, which politely drops them off at a strange island. Luckily, Miguel somehow has a map of the entire island, which he says will lead him, Tulio, and their new horse to the golden city of El Dorado. They travel for a long time, and are about to give up until a big, gigantic, bootylicious hourglass-shaped woman runs into them. After that, they're taken to El Dorado, where everyone thinks that they're gods. Miguel and Tulio decide to roll with it and start receiving ludicrous amounts of gold and hoes. They continue to reap their godly benefits while also releasing the city from under the thumb of the evil high priest. Everything is puppies and kittens until the high priest figures out they aren't actually gods and summons an evil rock wolf to kill them. Then he falls into a whirlpool and doesn't die and instead meets Cortez, who agrees to attack the city, but Miguel and Tulio find out and crash a boat into some rock pillars and close off the entrance, which saves the city, and then they all go back to Spain, including this dumbass horse for some reason. Okay, so yes, to answer everyone's question, this movie does indeed have head in it. Looky here. In this scene, the exotic woman, Chell, can be heard making some pretty suggestive noises while off screen, then emerging back onto the screen from below. Now, a lot of people try to argue that Chell and Tulio are just innocently making out here, but no they are. Exhibit A. Look at the angle in which Chell emerges from off screen. Did you see that? If we were to trace their heads back off screen, Chell's head would be much lower than Tulio's. Fellatio. Exhibit B. Listen to Tulio for a second. Did you hear that? My boy said, "Whoa!" Could he have said that if he was busy making out with Chell? No, I didn't think so. He was only able to speak out of his mouth because his mouth was nowhere near her mouth. Fellatio. Exhibit 3. Exhibit C. Look at this quote from Abraham Lincoln, one of the smartest guys I know. She might be 2D, but her thickness is eternal. Now I'm sure Tulio thought the same thing, which is why he asked to be put on that Spin Cycle 9000. Conclusion? Fellatio. Okay, now most of you probably know nothing about this movie except for the head part, and I was the same way until I watched it. But what I can tell you is, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. The songs are actually pretty fire, the characters are cool, the humor is humorous, and even though there's a lot of pointless people and the story is strewn all over the place, and I keep alliterating for some reason, Chell is still bad as fuck. Overall? Sure. Okay, so I know that I said Being Puppycat would be next, but I had to make a review about this movie first, and I'm sorry. Being Puppycat will be coming out soon. Guys, I swear, I'm not lying.